He looked at me up and down. He was like, I'm 5'3". I said, 5'3"? Where the rest of you? He be driving with his tippy toes because he can't raise a pedal. Short bitch. Okay. Hello. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, Beautiful Crimson. It's your girl Tip. First things first, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell for the notifications so you don't miss any of my new videos. Please do that for me. Also comment and share if you can, okay? So I did a Get Ready With Me. I told a quick story about me running away from a leprechaun and how I got away. Yeah. I did that. Okay. So I did a Get Ready With Me. If you would love to see how I did this look, I did it with one eyeshadow palette. And yeah, so please stay tuned, listen to this story. There will be some more parts to this. I left out a lot, but yeah, get into this. If you want to see how I got like this, stay tuned. Y'all ready for another story time? This story is going to be a little different from the others. The other tea sipping story is going to be a little bit more serious. I'm going to sprinkle little jokes in, little laughy laugh moments in, because this person I really don't like. Another thing, disclaimer, if you don't like cussing, if you got virgin ears, it's going to be a lot of cussing in this video, okay? Just that you know that now. And, but anyway, yeah, so y'all already know. I've already did my eyebrows, nothing major. My eyebrows are micro shaded, so I just did a little tweak, and I put a little concealer under them, and that's it. I might do like a little eyebrow tutorial, but it really ain't much to it because they micro shaded. So before we get into the story, all the products will be down in the description box. I was watching a YouTube video earlier today, and it's this baby dog Lyric. Oh my god, I love her, y'all. She's a Virgo too. But she did a look with these colors with this palette. This is the Zulu by Juvia's place. Y'all, you see how new it is? I barely touched this. And I've had this palette for about 5 years. I know, right? So anyway, I was supposed to plug on my microphone, but I didn't. I hope y'all can hear me. All right, we're going to get into this. But I'm using this. I'm just going to use one palette. We're going to one palette her today, okay? All right, so let's get into it, y'all. So if you looked at the thumbnail, you see I'm running from a leprechaun. Baby, that's what I was doing for 3 years, honey. Running for my life. It was the most tumultuous time of my entire life. Y'all. It was horrible, okay? So let me tell you how I met this leprechaun. My alias, y'all, because he don't even deserve my energy, to be honest with you. But I gotta tell this story because I feel like somebody needs to hear this, okay? Alright, so let's start out with how I met this leprechaun. Alright, so the short end of it, I met him at a gas station, okay? I met him at a gas station. I was walking out, gave the boy my number. I had just moved to Irving, Texas. And I didn't know nobody. I had just moved there or whatever. And so I gave the little boy my number. I'm going to call him a little boy because that's what he is. And it going to be another name later, okay? So, and we're going to give him a name. His name going to be Dennis.
Hey, Mr. Wilson!
So, I met him or whatever at the gas station across the street from my apartment that I had just moved to. Turns out his uncle actually lived in the same apartment complex. And he would always be over there in my apartment complex, right? So, again, like I said, I didn't know nobody. So, I was just doing stuff, just giving people my number, just doing stuff because I was young and just wasn't thinking, okay? So, I gave the little boy my number. We started just kicking it here and there or whatever. And now, let me tell y'all, when I first met him, he was sitting in the car, right? He was sitting in the car, and then every time after that, because like I told you, his uncle lived in an apartment complex, so I would go and sit in the car with him sometimes or whatever in my apartment complex because I ain't nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? I would just always sit in the car with him, right? Well, eventually, he ended up following me on Snapchat. And I used to just post little stuff on Snapchat, and then he gonna write me something, I like you. I'm like, you like me? You don't even know me. The fuck? What you mean you like me? You don't even know me, right? So I just played along with it because why not? You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, when I started following his, and then he had kids, so that was another kind of like, no, ain't gonna happen because I didn't have kids at the time. So it's like, this definitely ain't gonna go nowhere, but let's play, right? You know, he'll be on Snapchat. He actually like had snaps of him picking up his kids from school and picking them up, taking them to school, and you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm okay, cool, cute, but not for me because I'm team no kids. I don't give a damn. Fuck them kids. Kids. But that's what it was. Okay, I'm just being honest. So he started following me on Snapchat, and then we ended up being Facebook friends. We ended up being Facebook friends. He would start liking all my pictures and stuff, just doing the most, the absolute most. And but at the same time, you know, he's supposed to be kind of like a little sneaky link because ain't nobody supposed to know about him because first of all, he lied to me, told me that he was in the trucking business. He was not. His ass wasn't even fucking working. He was drawing a check. So time go on, and he, you know, wanted to take me out on dates. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? I should have said no. I shouldn't even gave him my phone number, but that's what happened. Okay, I gave the boy my number, and we started going out and look on little dates and stuff. Right? We started going on little dates here, there, and it wasn't nothing. I ain't tell nobody about him. None of my friends knew about him. None of my family, nobody knew about him. Because he literally was supposed to be just a sneaky link. That's it. Well, nobody's supposed to know about him, right? We keep kicking it or whatever. It ain't nothing big. You know, just little something here and there. The first time we end up getting into it, because one thing I don't do is disrespect. Okay? Well, that's one thing I don't do. And my mama and my daddy raised me, you know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody disrespect you, right? We were arguing, I don't know what we were arguing about, but we were arguing about something at my house. At the time I had my house phone. It came with my cable. Wait. It came with my cable, right? He called me a bitch. I don't even remember what it was, but that was all he needed for him to get his walking papers to get the fuck out of my goddamn house, because you ain't gonna disrespect me and think I'm finna just slide and let that slide. Like what? You know. I was like, after he called me a bitch, I said, get out of my house. The fuck on. What you thought this was? Get your ass out of my motherfucking house. Get your oh my bad. Let me go back before our first fight, y'all. Hold on. Y'all, why I told y'all that he was sitting in the car whenever when I met him, because again, he was sitting in the car. I was sitting in the car with him, but I never seen him outside the car, right? Okay, hold that thought there. We sitting in the car. I'm looking at him. I noticed that the seat, the seat part is back, but the actual seat is up under the steering wheel. I looked at him. And I'm talking about, y'all, it looked like he could barely reach the pedal. I swear to God, I'm not even lying to you. I said, I looked at him. I said, how tall are you? Because I never see him outside the car. I said, how tall are you? He gonna look at me like this. Oh, no, he was like, no, okay, hold on. Pretend I'm him. And I'm sitting I'm up here. He looked at me like this. He was like, he looked at me up and down. He was like, I'm 5'3". I said, 5'3"? Where the rest of you? I was for real. Where the rest of you? He was like, how tall are you? I almost taller than you. That's how tall I am. Almost taller than you. And I'm taller than you with heels on. I don't like that. It was funny. Before I met him, I used to say on Snapchat all the time, if I'm taller than you with heels on, oh, by the way, I'm 5'3" too. I'm 5'3" as well. They say I'm 5'2 3/4", but I'm really 5'3". I don't know what's wrong with they thing. I don't know why they won't give me that other 1/4 inch, but I'm 5'3". Okay. I'm 5'3". You know what I'm saying? So Anyway, so I knew then, okay, yeah, this definitely ain't gonna work. This is just a sneaky thing. This is just something to pass the time by. This is something to do for right now. So, like I said, I didn't like, and then, okay, not to mention, y'all know about my last breakup. Like, I was tore up after him. I really was. I was really tore up to the point to where I didn't want no more relationship. I even told people, I was like, I'm not getting in no other relationship. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm done. I'm done with relationships. And I was single for a very long time. Up until my current relationship. Actually, so I was like, you know what? Because, see, that's one thing I can't say about me. When I make up my mind about something, I make up my mind about it. Sometimes my mind changes and things like that. But I had already had in my mind that this right here was not gonna last. I had already knew. I was like, this ain't gonna work. I'm just doing something right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got nothing else to do. And not only that, but I didn't want nothing serious. I really was just trying to have fun at the time because I had just got out of a serious relationship, and a sister Phyllis was still hurt, and still low key wanted her ex back. To be honest with you, I wanted him back. We go on dates. He took me to the state fair. We went to the movies. What's crazy about when we went to the movies, so we leaving the movies. I have a wandering eye, so I was just being nosy, right? And he writes some girl on Instagram. I think she asked him when I'm gonna see you or something. And I don't even remember what he said. Didn't look. I really didn't give a damn. But at the same time, I'm like, what is this? Let's fast forward. So the first fight, he called me a bitch. I said, get out my house. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I should get out. He was like, I ain't going nowhere. I said, yes, you are. You getting the fuck out of here. What I do, grab my house phone, 911. Ring-a-ding-a-ding. Ring-a-ling-ling. I have an intruder. I get him out my house. I told him to leave. He won't leave. All right, man, what's your address? I give him the address. And while I give him the address, he walking out the door. So while he walking out the door, I told the dispatcher lady, I was like, okay, he leaving. She said, he leaving? I was like, yeah. And she was like, I think she said, we still may have officers to come out, blah, 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 right? I was like, okay. So I ended up hanging up the phone. And when I hung up the phone, so he was walking out the door. So when he was walking out the door and I hung up the phone, he pushed the door back. Don't you ever call the police on me again. Bitch, I do this. Shut your short ass up, ugly hoe. I might have called him back. I can't remember. But at the time I was like, I'm setting the president, like, don't play with me. I don't play them games. Quit playing with me, right? And I think even then I told him, don't call me no more, don't text me, none of that. Because at the time, y'all, this crazy motherfucker, I'm going to say what I want to say. He used to have his cousin phone all the time. And I think I blocked him. And he started texting me from his cousin phone. So I was like, can you please talk to... Acting like he his cousin. Can you please talk to Dennis? Can you please talk to him? He crying. I don't give a damn. Fuck him. That's how I really felt. I said, nope, I don't care. I'm done. I don't do disrespect. Blah, 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 blah. Well, he comes back around, honey. He comes back around. And he was like, I'm sorry I did that. You right. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have called you out your name. So now he's telling me, like I said, he was texting me from his cousin phone, acting like he was his cousin. But, he ended up, trying to, sweet talk me. Hey, I promise I won't do it again. And I really want to be with you. I really want to try to see what we can do and da-da-da-da because... no other woman I met could like hold a flame to you. That's that game he called himself right now. Oh, okay, whatever. I give a little boy another chance, because I ain't got nothing else to do. And it was I was just dumb. Just put it plain and simple, less than smart, okay? Alright, fast forward. So he ended up asking me, y'all. He was like, will you have my baby? Who, me? Me? Hell no, I have your baby. What I look like? ain't even my caliber of man. I really shouldn't be talking to you at all, to be honest with you. So, I was like, no. The crazy didn't stop there, y'all. The crazy just got worse and worse. Like, he was popping up at my house. He was popping up at my house, blowing my phone up, all that kind of stuff. Like, he had a pocket dollar. He had a auto dollar in his damn pocket, y'all. He was blowing my phone up. I'm talking about blowing it up. To the point to where you kind of have to give in. So that's the first. If you are in this situation, if you are in a domestic violence situation, you need to get it out. Or even if you look, this is a red flag. Don't listen, y'all. I'm telling you, that toxic life, that toxic relationship is not it. I promise you, it's not. It's not. And I'm about to tell you why. He blowing my phone up. But that make me be like, okay, he ain't gonna stop. I might as well talk to him. You know what I'm saying? That's that manipulative stuff. That's that toxic stuff that you really don't wanna be bothered with. What's crazy is before that, you know, and I think this is the reason why I let it go on for a little while at the beginning, is because you guys, you know, first of all, I moved to Texas basically after a heartbreak, right? I moved to Irving after a heartbreak. Like, with those men, I wanted them to blow my phone up, pop up in my house, you know, do stuff like this. Show me you love me, baby. Show me you love me. You know, you want that with people that you really care about. That wasn't the case in this situation, because I didn't care about him. I really didn't. He was just something to do, literally. You know, at that time, like I said, I felt like I didn't really, you know, I would go to my friends and people asking them for help, but nobody really knew what I was going through. Nobody really knew how bad it was, because they wasn't in the situation that I was in. They wasn't going through what I was going through. And I honestly feel like my family and my friends at the time, none of them have ever been in a toxic relationship. Now, my best friend, and I think I told y'all this if I have him to you, she's a domestic violent like advocate, basically. Like I said, she's been doing this for a long time, right? So I'm gonna speak this up because I almost feel like this is gonna have to be some more parts, because it's a lot to this, because this is 3 years. 3 years of mess, okay? So then we're gonna get through the basic. I'm gonna give you like bits and pieces, and then I'm gonna try to tell you how I got out, and then I'm gonna fill you in on some more stuff, because this I'm kind of passionate about, or not kind of, I'm passionate about it, because it's too many of us that's getting put 6 feet under due to these men, these toxic men, these crazy ass motherfuckers, okay? And I'm sick of it. I am. All right. So fast forward, eventually I think I finally like got him to leave me alone. I don't know how I ended up getting him to leave me alone, but then he ended up coming back, right? So he came back. I was talking to somebody else at the time. But it wasn't nothing serious. So we ended up like going separate ways. Alright, so one night I was out and I was in my feelings about some crazy stuff. He had hit me up because I had posted this picture of me on Snapchat. He said, I want to see you right now. I said, you want to see me right now? You got to buy me some food. You got to buy me some food. I got to buy you some food. Yes. Buy me some food. You want to see me? You got to buy me some food. So, at the time, it was a Waffle House right across the street from my apartment. I was like, meet me at Waffle House. So, needless to say, he met me at Waffle House, bought my food. We came back. I was out of there, baby. She was gone. She was very inebriated, okay? So, he ended up walking me to my apartment, and really, I don't remember what happened. Well, I have a 7-year-old now, so I know what happened at night. Okay. Alright, fast forward. This is in April of 2016. May roll around. I'm late for my cycle. And, you know, that happens or whatever. But at the same time, a lot of times, especially then, if I was late, I would take a pregnancy test just to make sure, you know what I'm saying? To rule that out and let it be stress or whatever the case may be. Well, May roll around, my period didn't come. I said, let me take a test because just to make sure I'm not pregnant, at least that, right? Come to find out, y'all, I'm pregnant, right? So I'm pregnant. Yay. He happy. I'm not. I'm devastated because what the hell I done did. Oh my God. I don't regret my baby. I'm happy for my baby. I just regret her daddy. Period. Point blank. I just wish somebody else. I'm pregnant. So, and I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment. I need to prepare for this baby. So I go and look. I found a 1-bedroom apartment with a studio. At this time, I'm 3 months pregnant, and he allegedly can't help me move. Girl, it don't matter. But he was supposed to help me move like my pictures because at the time my car was messing up. My car was messing up at the time, and but I had movers. Long story short, ended up getting a lot of stuff out. I moved a lot of stuff out in like 2 hours. But I still had some pictures and like some vases. It wasn't nothing big. Don't worry about it. I got it. I'll bring it to your house. Good glass. Anyway. So I'm like, okay, cool. You bring it to my house or whatever. So, but he never brought it. So I ended up, because my car was messed up, but I ended up eventually going back to my old apartment to get the stuff or whatever. And mind you, he at his uncle's house there knock on the door. And I was like, you gonna bring me my stuff? Like, what's up or whatever. Long story short, don't y'all know this man pushed me? And I'm talking about, he said, I'm talking about push me hard. And I'm 3 months pregnant. I'm devastated. You pushed me? Oh my God. Ring-a-ling-ling. Ring-a-ling-ling. My baby daddy just pushed me. Come lock him up. Now. Long story short, they didn't do nothing. They ended up going over there. Whatever. Alright, so fast forward. All the other stuff is irrelevant. The pregnancy, I blocked him. Didn't talk to him the last trimester. Wait, okay. We had a baby. This is when things got worse. We had a baby. And then when my baby turned 9 months old, he ended up going to jail. And long story short, he ended up being in there for a long time. Oh, my bad. Okay. First of all, we both Virgos. Oh my God. So he ended up, for his birthday, he was on probation. He couldn't drink or nothing or whatever. But he ended up getting in trouble. He ended up still getting in trouble on probation. He went to court. They ended up telling him to come to the back. I was so happy. Lock him up. And throw away the key. I don't give a damn. Lock him up. Because a lot had happened before then. Can't wait for you to pick me up or whatever. So I go pick him up. He had some paper. And it got my address on it. And you know what it said? That he was paroled to my house. He had an ankle monitor. He was paroled to my house. And he had to be at my house at 9 o'clock, I think. 8 or 9 o'clock. And he couldn't leave until 6 in the morning. Excuse me, what? This man done paroled to my house, y'all. Now, one part I forgot, I'm going to have to go back. I'm actually going to do another part of this because that's going to be a whole nother thing. But I had a protective order against him. I had a PTO against him. Is that what it's called? Protective order? I don't know. I had a restraining order. One of them. It was a protective order. I had a protective order against him. So he wasn't even supposed to be in my house. He couldn't be within 500 feet of my house or where I work. And I was working from home at the time. So he couldn't be within 500 feet of my house. He done went to jail and the parole to my house. He not even supposed to be there. A whole lot of stuff happened. Okay. Let me just say this, because I'm going to tell you. So, he was driving another girl car while he was in my house, while he was living in my house. We got into a lot of fights. Oh, my goodness. It was a lot of fights, y'all. It was bad. It was really bad. It was bad to the point to where I wasn't myself at all. I was not who I am now at all. I want to fast forward, because I got to go. I want to fast forward to how I end up getting out of the situation. So, a weapon was involved. And after that, and my baby, she wasn't, I think she might have been, she was over 1. She wasn't like 2 at the time. But she went through a lot of this stuff too. And we was crying, me and my baby, we was on our bed crying because he was doing all this kind of crazy stuff in front of our child. And I was sitting on the bed, I was rocking my baby, we both was crying. And I was thinking, I said, you know what? I gotta get this motherfucker out of my house. Because it would be like times, and I'm gonna have to go to this another time. Maybe this video, I don't know. But I'm gonna have to go to this another time. But I'll be like, get out. I don't want you in my house. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying here with my baby. I ain't going nowhere. You ain't man. I ain't. What you want me to go somewhere for? I gotta get out. I just want you to get out. But it wasn't that easy, y'all. And it's never that easy when you in this situation. If you've never been in this situation, never say never. But I'm telling you, it's never that easy when you in this situation to just say, hey, get out. I want to be done. It's never that easy. So, the last time we had our physical altercation in the house, because it happened afterwards. And that's going to have to be another video. I was laying in my bed. I couldn't sleep for 5 days. 5 whole days I couldn't sleep. I said, I gotta get him out of my house. And none of that, because my daddy and my mama, nobody really liked him. Everybody was telling me, you gotta get away from him. And I knew that, but it wasn't as easy as people thought it was. My dad was like, Tiffany, this is not an environment. This is not something you want to, raise your daughter in. You gotta get out of this. I'm like, I know. So, and my best friend, she helped me come up with a... Actually, I'm gonna say this. Because if you're watching this and you're trying to find a way out, I'm going to give you some ways, okay? Turn this down. Make sure your man don't see this. This is what she told me. She said fake an eviction. Put some on your door or whatever. But see, and my baby daddy at the time wasn't working. If your whoever is working, this will work good. Especially you work 8 hours, this will work good for you. But he wasn't working, so it was kind of hard for me to get out. That was another thing that made it hard for me to get out. But she told me to fake an eviction. And, just pack up your shit and leave, But it wasn't that easy for me because he was always at the house for the, I guess. But anyway. So, me getting him out. My babysitter at the time. Because she kind of knew bits and pieces. She didn't know a lot, but she knew bits and pieces about what was going on. And she told me, she was like, if he ever come to your house and you just call the laws and be like, someone's at my door, I don't know who it is, please come and check it out. If you don't want to be like, oh, whatever. So, I went to go pick my daughter up from my babysitter. I was on the phone with my sister. And at that time, it was a Friday. I didn't care. I was like, he got to go right now. This man got to go. So I told him, I said, so it was a Friday, and he would always leave on the weekend. So I was on the phone with my sister, and she was like, she heard my baby. She was like, bring her over here. I was like, for real? Because that was another thing. I didn't want to do my move while she was there, because she was always with me. I said, for real? She was like, yeah, it's okay. But either way, if she was there or not, my next move, it was going to happen. I didn't care. Because I was up for 5 days. It was going to be me and him. It was going to be me and him. One of us was going to be out of there. So, I told him, I said, hey, I'm taking my baby. I'm taking London out to my sister's house or whatever. He's okay. I'll be there. Let me know you big. I'll be there. I was okay. So, shout out to Countess, my boo. I was on the phone with her. Remember, I had this house phone. So I had Countess on one phone. He must have came. Oh, let me go back. I locked the top lock. He had the key to the house, but I locked the top lock. So when he got there, he's trying to get in the door. And I'm in the bathroom. Because it's like, I'm in the bathroom or whatever. I'm on the phone with Countess. So when he gets there, I call 911 or whoever on the other phone. I call 911. I was like, yes, someone's in my door. I don't know who it is. Please hurry. I don't know who it is. I wasn't expecting anyone. They're in my balcony. They're knocking on my window. Please hurry. And that was really happening for real. I knew it was, but whatever. Come get him. Okay. He got a protective order. He's supposed to be in my house, right? Y'all know it took them like 20 minutes to get there. He had already left before they even got there. Oh my God, I was so mad. So at this time, I think he caught up on the game. Like, all right, she done. I'm done. You got to go. So, that whole weekend, I didn't answer the phone. He was calling me. He was texting me. I wasn't texting him back. I wasn't answering no phone. None of that because I meant business. But let me come get my stuff. Then when I could come get my stuff. So I'm like, okay. And another reason why it was so hard for me to get him out is because he had so much stuff. It wasn't like I could just like, it wasn't a garbage bag. It was a lot of stuff because he done paroled to my house. So I had ended up, I made up my mind. I had changed the lock to my apartment, myself. I changed the lock to my apartment, and I said, okay, I had already started boxing stuff up because you gotta go. I started boxing stuff up and start sending it outside. I'm gonna see some pictures. I'm gonna put some pictures so y'all can see how it's boxed up nice and neatly. Cause baby, you gotta go. Pack this stuff up nice and neatly by the door, in the front door, whatever. And then while I was putting it out, he ended up pulling up with his homeboy. You gonna put my stuff out? Yes, bye. Get out. You gotta go. So needless to say, he ended up finally going. He ended up finally moving out, y'all. And when I tell you, I was so happy, so relieved. I never felt that peace in my life. I never felt so peaceful in my life. It was the best peace I've ever had. Oh my God, that was almost the happiest day of my life, getting him out of my house and getting him out of my, well, he's still in my life, I guess. He a deadbeat, so he really ain't, but I gotta still deal with his ass sometimes. But anyway, needless to say, Dennis the Menace, y'all, he had to go. A lot of stuff happened after that. I'm gonna come back with a part 2 because I really gotta go. It is 10:57. I was supposed to have been gone 30 minutes ago. So anyway, needless to say, the red flags, please don't ignore them. Please, y'all, please don't ignore them red flags. If you are in this situation, please, please, please get out. Call this number. I'm gonna put this number here. I call this number. Get some counseling. I promise you, this is a lifesaver. Call this number. Get some counseling. Get some help. Get a plan. Move in silence. Do what you got to do. But you deserve happiness. Okay? Let me look at you. You deserve happiness. I don't care what nobody tell you. You deserve happiness. You don't deserve no disrespect. You don't deserve none of that. Okay? Get out of that situation. Please. I'm begging you. Get out of that situation. Okay? Anyway, I'm gonna come back, y'all, tell you more about Dennis the Menace, tell you more about this leprechaun, this 5'3" monster that I got away from. It's important, okay? It's important that you get away, especially if you got kids. I understand it's hard, but you gotta get away, okay? All right, y'all. So let me get up out of here. These are the shoes. I got this shirt, right? These are the shoes I'm gonna be wearing. And I got on some jean shorts. If I have time, I'm gonna try to insert a video, a full picture or something of me, what I look like, because I'm fine. What? Fine is given. I'm fine. So anyway, I don't even know how long this video gonna be. It's probably gonna be pretty lengthy, but I am gonna come back because I got more to say. Y'all, why he got up on the chair to get something off the top shelf in the kitchen? That right there. Girl, he must have got up on that chair to get something off the top shelf. I was like, oh hell no. No. And no. Girl, and sit on there, and he be driving his feet. He be driving with his tippy toes because he can't raise a pedal. Short bitch. Okay. That's his other nickname because I can't stand him, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all everything he did to me. But I got to go. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.